I'm sorry, I was adjusting. What did you say?
How long did we talk?
I don't know. Hour, maybe a little less.
It was fun. Time flies by.
Well, the guest makes the podcast.
Yeah, right. Come on in, Annie. We just finished the. I was talking about you during the interview.
Me?
Yeah, did you have a good time?
I did. I had a wonderful time.
Come on over here. Say hello to Mr. Oliver. This is Annie. This is the smart one.
Hello, Mr. Oliver.
Put your
This
face
is the
down.
one responsible for the book.
This is the one who's responsible for the book and the one I married on our third date. I asked her to marry me on our third date.
So, Annie,
Yeah.
if he hadn't asked and it had gone like 3 more dates, you think on date 6 you still would have said yes?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
thank you. Thank you.
I'm very proud of my husband.
Ask her after 6 years. We're going to have our 34th anniversary.
Yeah.
November.
That's
Okay,
no small
so
accomplishment.
we're going to do a few more questions. And
Okay.
Then, okay.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to have met you, Annie.
All right. Okay.
Ready, set, go. Hold on.
I'm nervous. I don't know if I'm going to have answers for these.
Oh, they're simple, easy stuff. I'm trying to get
All right.
not a plug. Things
All right.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. And now it's time for another St. Louis 7, following an episode on OT with Oliver. This episode was with Patrick Murphy, author of Candyman, the story of Switzer licorice. But man, we talked about your documentaries. We talked about your work at PBS. Flew by, but it was a good time. And I'm glad we had a chance to chat.
It was fun.
St. Louis 7, you went to school in St. Louis. Where'd you go to high school? What do you remember?
I went to Kirkwood High School, and I remember being really glad to get out.
I'm sure they love hearing that. Favorite?
Yeah, high school in the 1960s was, I just glad to get out and get into a bigger world. Yeah.
What is your favorite Switzer flavor?
Black. And that probably identifies me as being old, because it's the younger demographics that like the cherry and the tastes with the zing and the pow. And I like those too, but I guess because my dad would always bring home Switzer's licorice and it was always black, and that was one of our major food groups in the Murphy household, black family licorice, and it's just kind of black candy, so licorice, so it's kind of stayed with me. It's my favorite.
Did you learn anything about St. Louis 30s, 40s, and 50s through writing the book?
I did. Particularly in the 30s and 40s. It was very interesting that in 1939 they started tearing down the entire warehouse district there where the arch is now. And I mean, of course, we all celebrate and appreciate the arch, but that was just block after block after block of really cool old historical building. And a lot of people at the time wanted to keep it. They saw the possibility of all that wonderful architecture. But what carried the day really was it was a drag on real estate, prices in other parts of the city, and there was a depression, and people were looking to create jobs. But I learned a lot about that, and it really changed the face of the city more than anything since the fire of 1849. And sometimes I look at that area where the arch is now, and I thought, it'd be pretty cool if it looked like the rest of the landing, the little bit of landing that we have left. But I think that kind of stuck with me.
When you get custard, where do you go and what do you get?
Oh, come on. You know the answer to that.
Softball.
Ted Drew's.
And what do you get?
I wouldn't be a real St. Louisan if I had any other answer to that, would I?
You encounter 10 stop signs. How many do you roll?
I'm sorry, say that one again.
You're driving around.
Yeah.
You encounter 10 stop signs.
Yeah.
How many do you roll?
Oh. Oh, I would imagine probably at least 8.
Oh.
Annie doesn't approve.
Oh, is this when Annie's in the car or when Annie is not in the car? When Annie's in the car, I don't roll any of them.
Bring Annie in for a second.
Annie, you're on TV. Come on. I'm a very good driver. And I would like to say right now that whatever my wife says, I agree.
Do we not approve, Annie?
It's a part of being a St. Louis thing.
You know what? We never really talked about it. I just assumed he stopped at all of them.
See, there's something new.
We never talked
No matter
about
how
it.
long
It depends on what you mean.
I've never seen it.
It depends on what you mean by roll.
The things I'm finding out about it.
Oh, gee. Okay, that'll be all, my love.
True confession.
That will be all.
Good stuff.
You didn't tell me you were going to get me in trouble.
Well, you put your own foot in your mouth, man. All right, people come and visit you in St. Louis. Where do you take them?
I take them. I take them to the neighborhoods. I like to get in the car and drive around South St. Louis and North St. Louis and the old 19th century, early 20th century neighborhoods and tell them about the history and give them a feeling for those neighborhoods, which if you were to change the cars that are parked along the street, look the same way they did back in the 1910s and 1920s and 30s. I think that's one of the coolest things about St. Louis is the architectural legacy we have. And not just the big important buildings, but the buildings, the 2 families, the 4 families, the bungalows, where people have lived for so long. St. Louis has got this wonderful ambience in its neighborhoods.
Name of the book again is The Candy Men, coming out in October. Perfect stocking stuffer. Last question we ask, Patrick, what makes you proud to be a St. Louisan?
Oh. I'm proud to be a St. Louisan because I'm proud to be because there are so many people, individuals and organizations and small organizations that in their own corner of the city are doing great things, particularly in the nonprofit world, particularly in the arts and improving neighborhoods. And I'm proud to be a very small part of that. That the really big things in St. Louis are done on a small scale. Lots and lots of people contributing.
I enjoyed getting to know you. Be good, stay healthy.
Hey, it was fun. Good to get to know you too. I really appreciate it.
And there's another one for the books.